Hi everyone, welcome into this week's episode of Pete's Corner. I'm Aaron Gonders.
And I'm Drew Allen.
Small towns all across this great country have something about them that makes them special. Stillwater, Oklahoma is no different.
But the Oklahoma State campus at the center of Stillwater is just one of the many things that makes this a special town.
We're going to take you all around Stillwater to show you all of the restaurants, breweries, and organizations that make this small town feel unique.
Follow us and we'll meet you at our first stop.
Hey, Drew, what are we doing here? I thought we were going somewhere like unique to Stillwater. This is a Sonic.
Well, this is a Sonic, Aaron, but this particular location is known as the First Sonic. And Garrison Marsh is going to tell us more about this iconic Oklahoma fast food restaurant.
Stillwater has no shortage of fast food, but you might not expect the city to be the home of one of the largest fast food chains in the country. Sonic Drive-In has over 3,500 locations across the United States, but the first official location is right here in Stillwater, Oklahoma. In 1959, Troy Smith opened a new car hop style restaurant with Gene Longworth. He called this new restaurant Sonic Drive-In, using the slogan "Service at the Speed of Sound." Over 60 years later, this Sonic location still stands and continues to have an impact on the community. Patty Hall is a Sonic manager who has been working here for over 40 years since she started in high school. She has seen firsthand the importance of this restaurant in the community.
This is where they met where they had their first dates, but we had a anniversary out here on our lot. We set up everything. It's because this is where they met 50 years ago.
I'm here with Sonic's very first manager, Gene Longworth. I couldn't get him to do an interview, but we are here at the site of the very first Sonic location, which was torn down in 2015 to make way for this new building. The only thing still standing since 1959 is this sign, which was left here along with this statue of Gene to commemorate the history of this company. Legacy is an important theme here at the Main Street Sonic. Darlene Smith is the newest general manager to be continuing that legacy.
Feels pretty good. Makes you kind of proud. So that's what I try to instill on the employees,
And the employees are proud. Workers like Patty have had the opportunity to grow relationships with customers over the years that she's worked here.
A lot of them know me, because I've been here so long, and they feel like they're taken care of. They have come to the Sonic for so long that it's almost like they're afraid to go to the other two.
But the customers aren't the only ones being taken care of. One of the reasons Patty has stayed at Sonic so long is because of how loyal they've been to her.
I couldn't ask for any better people to work for. My husband passed away in 2005, and I had been here for so long, and my husband worked here too. And they took care of me. They paid for his funeral. They paid for my house. They paid everything. So, they're good people.
The employees of the Main Street Sonic are excited to continue the company's legacy here at this historic location. For Pete's Corner, I'm Garrison Marsh.
Thanks, Garrison. It was really cool seeing such an iconic restaurant chain like Sonic have their roots here in Stillwater.
The Sonic's not the only place in Stillwater known for their beverages and their cold, sweet treats. Amelia Howdeggy has the scoop.
On the corner of Main and 8th Avenue, the essence of a mountain town sits right here in Stillwater, Oklahoma, at a unique local business called Blue Spruce.
I grew up going to Colorado and New Mexico a lot, and I loved that place. Something about the mountains I was drawn to.
For Kobe Bennett, the love for the mountains made its presence known in this shop that bears scoops of frozen joy and cups of warm welcomes.
I also loved ice cream and eventually loved coffee. And I was trying to figure out how to put all these ideas together.
Lo and behold, Blue Spruce Gelato and Sorbet was born. Opening in 2013, this gelato coffee concoction draws inspiration from the Colorado blue spruce trees he would see growing up and two of his favorite edible delights.
If you're looking for something unique here in Stillwater, look no further. Blue Spruce Gelato and Sorbet has not only gelato, but also coffee for your needs. Where else can you get caffeine and a sweet treat? And it's delicious too.
This business, not only unique in its inspiration, only uses the finest quality ingredients for their gelato.
They're not picking the bottom of the list. Like, they're using the best ingredients, making it taste the best it can. It's really delicious. I'm not just saying that because I work here. Like, I eat it often.
This also goes for the coffee they are brewing in-house daily.
Our coffee we roast in-house, and we carefully select truly the finest coffees we can get from our importer that does a diligent job working with producers and farmers.
Every decision made and ingredient used is carefully thought over, contributing to the success of this business that will be celebrating their 10th year in January.
The idea that there can be so much more to coffee and ice cream than you think by just making it as great as we can.
If you haven't had Blue Spruce for yourself, you definitely got to go give it a try. For Pete's Corner, I'm Amelia Howdegi.
Thanks, Amelia. You know, we've only been to 2 locations and I'm already feeling very thirsty.
Well, you're in luck, Drew, because our stop here, we're at the Iron Monk Brewery. Let's go check out the inside. Iron Monk is the only brewery here in Stillwater. It was established back in 2014 here on 6th and Husband Streets. The owners, Jared Millirons and David Monks, combined their names, and now you have the name Iron Monk.
Iron Monk's not only a place to drink beer, it's a place to come hang out with friends and enjoy some of their events like trivia nights, live music, and brewery tours.
Man, Drew, after all that, I gotta admit, I'm a little thirsty too. We're gonna go to a quick break while I drink this brew here. This is the 9. It's about the only IPA I'll actually drink.
It's a good choice, Aaron. I went with the Stilly Wheat. It is by far the best beer that I've ever had. After the break, we'll explain what all the butterflies are around Stillwater and explain how horses are used for therapy. We'll be back after this.
Where were you born? It's a question asked all the time. Because where you're from shapes who you are, inspires how you do things. And when that inspiration comes from a place this refreshing, this majestic, this, well, you get the idea. Coors Light, born in the Rockies.
Nobody uses better ingredients than Little Caesars. Like fresh-packed California crushed tomatoes. Pick up a large, deep dish for just $8.
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back to Pete's Corner, everyone. I'm Aaron Gonders.
And I'm Drew Allen.
Say, Drew, have you ever ridden a horse?
I believe that I have a time or two.
Yeah, so behind us here is Turning Point Ranch, where they combine horsemanship with therapy. How they do it, I actually have no idea. But Sarah Hawkinen is going to tell us how.
Winding down with the calming presence of horses sounds pretty relaxing, right? Residents of the unique city of Stillwater are lucky. If you hop in your car on campus right now and start driving, you could enjoy horse therapy in only 6 minutes.
Turning Point is like a therapeutic horsemanship center where you can come and ride.
However, not any kind of pony ride is considered therapeutic riding. A global organization, PATH, sets the standard and issues accreditation for riding centers around the world. Turning Point Ranch in Stillwater was the first premier accredited center in Oklahoma, and although there are 263 of those around the world, Stillwater truly stands out in its favor. At the latest inspection by the PATH evaluators in 2018, Turning Point showed the rest of the world something that can only be found in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
They said, well, we've been doing this for 20 years and we've never seen anything as good. We were just trying to do what we thought was best for our horses.
Turning Point staff has since presented their program at regional and international conferences.
I think it'd be kind of cocky to say we set the standard in the industry, but we really set our bar high.
Therapeutic riding with these buddies over here can help develop anything from muscles to social skills. One of the most unique aspects of Turning Point is how they can help local students of all ages.
Students in the Stillwater Special Education System have gotten to utilize this unique resource for over 15 years as a form of adapted PE. Yet, Turning Point's impact reaches beyond special education. Hundreds of OSU students earn academic and community service credit while de-stressing with the horses.
What I get out of it, it's honestly like, as a volunteer, it's therapeutic for me. It's really nice to get here in the mornings and work with these horses, and it's usually quiet, and it's honestly just relaxing.
Horse therapy right in the heart of the city is something special. Now that's what makes Stillwater unique. For Pete's Corner, I'm Sarah Hawkinen.
Thanks, Sarah. Now we're going to turn our focus to something that many of you may have seen while driving around Stillwater.
Yeah, Drew, I've seen these butterfly statues all over town. I wonder what they're for.
Well, these statues are scattered all across town, and Emmett McKeel is going to tell us why.
Unique to Stillwater and adorning nearly every street are beautiful butterfly statues. In front of sorority houses, businesses, and near the sidewalk, they're part of a community art project called Hope Takes Flight, and may leave you wondering what exactly these butterfly statues are for. These statues are more than just a cool work of art. Something much deeper hides behind the scene of acrylic wings. These statues were built through Wings of Hope, an organization that helps families in crisis.
We have these magnificent butterflies that artists paint, and businesses buy them, and that helps support our agency as well as raise awareness about domestic violence.
The money donated to obtain one of these butterflies goes directly into the community.
All our services are free, and that's why the butterflies are important, because they help generate funds for that. We do not charge our clients for any of our services.
The process of buying a butterfly begins on the website Hope Takes Flight, where donors can choose between 3 sizes of butterfly, and the painting action for these butterflies varies. Businesses can choose to have them painted by an artist or paint them themselves. You can even host a painting party.
Now you may have noticed that this shiny paint hasn't washed away, and that's thanks to our friends at GM Body Shop, who make sure that these babies are here to stay.
We clear coat the butterflies to help protect the painted portions of them. It keeps the rain from deteriorating the paint and rinsing it off, and it's in our elements in Oklahoma, it'd quickly deteriorate.
It's no secret that these butterflies are unique to Stillwater. It isn't only the butterflies that make the symbol special.
Anything a community can do to acknowledge and bring attention to a cause is definitely helps set apart a community.
So next time you take a walk, keep an eye out for those colorful butterfly statues.
Thanks, Emmett. Those wings sure are important. We're going to take it onto campus here now, where the Student Union Activities Board runs all kinds of things for student life.
Lily Smith is going to tell us more.
Behind the walls of America's largest student union is the heart of it all, the Student Union Activities Board, or SWAB for short. Part of the Leadership and Campus Life Department on campus, SWAB is constantly striving to motivate and involve the student body. They are just one of the many things that make Stillwater, and OSU in particular, unique.
Our main goal is just to create a welcoming environment for people to go to, kind of try to get people out of their dorms, and just get involved on campus.
Just the presence around campus, it always is inviting for you to stop, and I think that's what makes our campus in Stillwater unique.
Putting on at least one event each week every semester, the SWAB team is always working on planning and putting these events together all year long.
Planning where it's going to be, what you're going to do, selecting prizes. It's a pretty long process, but it's really fun and it's rewarding to see the end product.
Mm-hmm. These events are always fun and interesting, and you are bound to find at least one you want to go to each semester.
Last month we had our Pickle Fest event, and we made that up. That's not a thing anywhere else. SWAB puts on a ton of events every semester, including ones like this, pumpkin painting, where tons of students show up to paint some pumpkins and some Halloween decor.
This event and all other events that SWAB put on are thought of with the students in mind. They are put on to interest them and get them more involved around campus.
It feels very genuine. It doesn't feel we're just gonna come out here and take pictures, okay, leave, especially the people that put on the event, every SWAB person I've met has been very nice. They even give what they give me. They gave me this epic pen.
Not only are all SWAB events free, they also love to give out free stuff, and sometimes even have special guests at their events, like BB the Pony, for all students, friends and family, and Stillwater residents to enjoy.
I think it's really great to have family members be able to join the students in doing stuff like this. It makes it very family friendly.
To check out all of SWAB's upcoming events, you can find them on their calendar on the Student Union website under SWAB. For Pete's Corner, I'm Lily Smith.
Thanks, Lily. We are about to go into our last break, but when we come back, we are going to talk about some campus landmarks like the Atherton Hotel.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Love these things. Hilarious. I'm sorry, force of habit.
As long as you are you, it's Miller time.
Hi, it's Sam at Louis Grill and Bar, here to introduce our new menu items from south of the border. Come try our new poblano chicken tacos, or the ever-popular sriracha shrimp tacos. At
Louie's, where you come for the food, but stay for the fun.
Welcome back to Pete's Corner, everyone. We're going to get our last block of the show started right here on the Oklahoma State campus.
And this building behind me is what's going to get it started. This is the Atherton Hotel, and it's one of the most iconic buildings on the Stillwater campus here. And Parker Summers is going to tell us why it's so important to OSU and the city of Stillwater.
Oklahoma State University has one of, if not the most unique student union in the world, as it is also one of the biggest student unions in the world at an impressive 543,000 square feet. But that's not the only thing that makes it unique, as it is the heart of Oklahoma State's campus and is the main hub for students to hang out during the day and in between classes. It includes many restaurants from Chick-fil-A to a sandwich shop to a pizza place and many more. It also includes a theater, a ballroom, and plenty of helpful resources to help students during their time at OSU, such as a tutoring line and Hire OSU Grads, which helps students find a job after college. But the biggest and most unique thing about the student union and what makes Oklahoma State so unique is the Atherton Hotel, a hotel connected to the student union. It provides a unique experience for people to stay on the campus of OSU without being a student during their visit to Stillwater. The Atherton is a 2-star hotel while having a rating of 4.7 stars via customer reviews. It includes 81 rooms and suites for guests to stay in, and also includes a very nice restaurant and the Ranchers Club, where both students and non-students alike can dine for some expensive delicacies using their meal plan. The hotel even includes valet parking for their vehicles during their stay at the Atherton. However, the Atherton isn't just used by people to stay there on their trip to Stillwater, but it is also used by the football team for their players to sleep in the night before home games as they make the infamous walk from the Atherton Hotel to Boone Pickens Stadium, as it is only a half-a-mile walk and they are very close to one another. But be careful when you stay in the Atherton, as it is reportedly haunted, so book at your own risk. From Pete's Corner, I'm Parker Summers.
Thanks, Parker. It was really cool seeing the Atherton in that kind of light.
Now we're going to throw things over to the Wrestling Hall of Fame here that has members enshrined ranging from local legends to national heroes.
Grayson Singleton is going to show us the ropes.
The United States Wrestling Federation was formed because they felt the AAU, which was in control of wrestling, was corrupt. The AAU just was too powerful.
Despite its rocky beginning, the National Wrestling Hall of Fame is a fixture in Stillwater, Oklahoma. The hall features 2 areas, the main attraction being the Vaughn Hall of Honors. The Wrestling Hall awards a myriad of different recognitions, including Outstanding American, Meritorious Official, and of course, the Distinguished Members. This is where the OSU influence is felt the most.
Oklahoma State has a distinction of having more distinguished members than any other school. Every Oklahoma State wrestling coach throughout history are all distinguished members of the Hall of Fame. No other school can claim that distinction.
The museum also features some very influential people, although they haven't been alive in quite a bit.
One of my favorite parts of the National Wrestling Hall of Fame is this exhibit behind me. Now this exhibit recognizes U.S. presidents that also excelled at the sport of wrestling. For instance, George Washington, John Adams, the first 2 presidents of the United States, as well as other people like Abraham Lincoln and Andrew Jackson.
Cooperstown has baseball, Canton has football, and Stillwater has wrestling.
But then there's the wrestling community from all over the United States, and they come in, and they come from everywhere. This is a destination place for the wrestling community in the United States.
Stillwater and wrestling go hand in hand, particularly since OSU wrestling coach John Smith is a distinguished member of the Wrestling Hall of Fame. Now how's that for unique? For Pete's Corner, I'm Grayson Singleton.
Man, it's so cool that Stillwater actually has a Hall of Fame to house one of its most iconic sports.
And even former U.S. President Abraham Lincoln is a member of the Wrestling Hall of Fame here in Stillwater.
That's crazy. One of the most iconic traditions that actually happens here in Stillwater is America's Greatest Homecoming. During walk-around, this street, Hall of Fame Boulevard, is packed with people.
Jason Claus is going to show us more about that.
Stillwater, Oklahoma, a city ripe with tradition and pure uniqueness. There are many things that make Stillwater a truly unique place that stem from Oklahoma State University. From the largest student union in the country to the university mascot, Pistol Pete, there is certainly no shortage of noteworthy people, places, or events. But one of the most unique events in Stillwater?
And one of the most unique and well-known traditions in Stillwater is the homecoming walk-around.
When discussing Oklahoma State's homecoming, many students and alumni alike immediately think of walk-around. The event features local vendors, food trucks, and of course, the always impressive pomping done by the students in the Greek life community. These are just some of the things that bring alumni back, new or old.
I've been coming for several years since I was in undergrad, but I'm really glad to be back now as an alum. It's just even more special as an alum to come back and to the place that felt like home for so many years.
While recent graduates know walk-around to be a massive celebration, older alumni remember that walk-around wasn't always the big gathering that it is today.
And to see how much it's grown is just crazy. I recall I lived on Monroe, just across from the Chi Omega House, and all we would do back then was shut off the roads just right in that square of all of the sororities and fraternities.
The growth of the homecoming walk-around celebration has certainly added to the unique nature of Stillwater. Next homecoming, make sure to walk around at Walkaround and experience one of the things that makes Stillwater, Oklahoma truly unique. For Pete's Corner, I'm Jason Claus.